Hello, it's Jenny. Oh, excuse me. It's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I am here with probably a late video for the PT Tag Club collab for October. So it's the 12th of November when I'm filming this, so I am late. However, I wanted to join in with it anyway because I have been meaning to do this one. This was a 2 prompt month and I'm only doing one. I'm going to do the deep one, and excuse me, I've got a right frog in my throat, and I have done a little bit of work already on my tag. So I've done some spraying with some inks. So I used this Blueprint Sketch Distress Spray and the Peacock Feathers Distress Spray, and I used the Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide, and I used this Lindy's Starburst Stray in Tibetan Poppy Teal. So I also spritzed it with water, so it was very soggy, and then I let it kind of dry. And I was having a good rummage through my stencils, and I thought, obviously I'm going for a kind of deep sea theme. I thought maybe this kind of bubbly one would be a good option. So I'll get my blue, and I think I've got Blueprint Sketch in Distress Oxide. I've got here it is. So I might just do a bit of this just to add a bit of detail. I'm going to kind of go down do one side and see what I think. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. And I have got some stamps out. So I've got these Tracy Hay ones. What have I done with the other ones? Here they are. So this one is You Crock by World, and I thought I quite like these big rings, sort of bubbly rings, and that little planty thing. And then this one is called Make a Splash, and it's got some bubbles and little waves. So I thought I might just add a wee bit of detail with those. And see what I think. I have also stamped and coloured some sea creatures for this. So sticking with the blues, I've got this Versa Magic Sea Breeze. I think it's one of these chalk ones. So I'm hoping that might appear. Oh no, that's no use, that's fine. Just adding a bit of detail here and there. Okay, that's some of that one. These sort of big bubbly shapes. nice. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I think I've deliberately not looked, but I think maybe there might be another prompt due out any day for the paper and twine tag, so I need to get onto that a bit quicker if I'm going to join in next month. Just it's difficult sometimes to find time to film. I think that's what slows me down sometimes. But about that, it's pretty cool. Let me show you the images I've got. So I did an octopus. This is from Woodware. This is the stamp set called Octavia. I think Octavia is rather fabulous. And then the other fishes and things are from the Tracy Hay stamps. Maybe that might be a bit much. Oops. Something like this. So, kind of sentiment would I like. Of all the creatures in the sea, I'm glad you swam to me. That's quite cute. What is this one? You're the best, it's official. Don't let anyone burst your bubble. Just keep swimming. See you later. Seize the day. Blow away your troubles as if they were bubbles. Make a splash. Do you know what? I'm going to do the just keep swimming. That is what we are up to at the moment. Had some not so great news the other week, although I think it's going to be okay in the longer term. But it's always a bit stressful in the short term. So yeah, we are just keeping swimming in the moment. Let me see, should I do it on some black, maybe with my, I've got that ultra fine embossing powder, maybe I'll use that on. Bit of navy rather than black, I think. I think I've got my, yeah, I've got my little anti-static pad here. And I'm gonna pop on this. So I've got my new Wow embossing pad that I got at the craft fair, and this is the opaque bright white super fine powder. Let me just use this bit of paper. I wonder before I put everything on if I could emboss some of the bubbles in. I've got this little thing of bubbles here. Let me just, I'll put you on pause so I don't deafen you. Okay, I've just rubbed this anti-static over my tag, and it is excuse me, it is nice and dry, all that ink, so it should be okay, but time will tell. Am I going to regret doing this? That's all right. Okay, let me just put you on pause again. Okay, so I've done a little bit. This one I didn't go over again with the anti-static pad, and I can see it didn't work as well. So that's the lesson. However, I think it looks all right. So I'm going to cut my little sentiment strip and then just see where I'm going to put things. Just keep swimming. So I think we'll definitely have Octavia the octopus. I love octopuses. Octopi. Something like that. And then we're going to pop some of these little fishies. Maybe something like that. So, just need to get Octavia. Pop her so she's got some of those bubbles. Then right. So I always try and avoid watching other people's makes for this challenge, so that I don't, because sometimes then I get kind of, that's it, I've decided what I'm doing, and I get a bit, it's hard to think of something else once I've seen somebody else's idea. So now I can go and catch up on them all. I'm sure everybody else has done theirs. That's okay though. I don't know if I should have a little, I don't think I'm going to put that one on. If I should have a wee tag or something at the top. Let me put you on pause while I go and find something. Okay, I've got this kind of organza ribbon. I think I'll make a wee hole for this one. Sometimes I don't, but I think today I will. So I've got my crocodile. There. think this definitely calls for a few wee Nuvo drops, because I mean, some little shimmery sparkly bits is definitely in order. Oh, no. This is a bit tricky. There we go. And let me put this stamp back on there and the bubbles. And then I'm going to put a few wee Nuvo drops on. What have I just done? Here it is. Dotted about randomly. So there we go, in case you needed a little sign from the universe to just keep swimming. Whatever's going on, it'll no last forever. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll be back very soon with some more crafty fun. Take care, everybody. Bye.